What is going on, my crew? This is Rusty, and welcome to another episode of Rusty Builds. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the barn. As you guys can see, I've definitely grown the ranch as far as trees go, and bamboo, and already did one harvest of the wheat. We're going to do more. We'll get this all organized in due time, but for now, I really wanted to spend today working on this barn over here. So my thought process is that we're going to have one big area here, and I was going to have two bays, and make a roof that's kind of curved. And I thought that maybe we could have a fence split here so that the cows and the sheep don't get mixed up, because we're going to want to keep most of the sheep, if not all of them, alive. We're not going to slaughter any of them. But the cows, that's mainly their purpose, so that way we don't get them mixed up or accidentally hit one or the other. So the idea is that we're going to use this orange acacia wood for that. And then this is going to come up to here. And then my thought was to use dark oak planks.
So I always hate doing roofs because it's, especially weird ones, because it's like putting a hat on a building. And this one in particular really does end up looking more like a hat. This is in post-production, so I'm able to look at some other pictures of like what barn roofs might look like, and I think we actually need to make it a little more curved, which means we need a wider barn, but that's okay. We can redo the barn in a later episode. Right now it's just the functionality of, putting it in place. But essentially what we have here is we've got a pretty big arch to start, but then we close it up really quick, which gives it almost like a circle, but our circle is to bell, and that's the problem that we're seeing here.
Okay, so I think I've got... Let's try that again. I think I've got this idea sort of settled. This isn't exactly what I wanted. I think this goes out a little too far to this way. We might be able to, cut this, extend this down by 1, and that might look a little better, but then I think it's going to look too short. So we're going to go with this for now, and we can redo it later if we need to. But basically right now, this is just going to be building up what we already have, and then pulling everything across. And so my thought is I want to pull this over right to about here and just kind of see what it looks like and try and finish and cover up the sides. So we have a slight issue. There's a creeper right here. I don't know how he got here, considering the fact that I don't see how he could have spawned so close. Oh my... What? Alright, that's enough. That's enough. We need a short little respite here. I got bread, so we can be eating that instead, because that's going to give us more satiation. Come here. You guys shouldn't even be here. Another one. Can you maybe leave me alone? Oh my gosh, there's another one! It's the apocalypse! Can I sleep now? Thank you. Well, at any rate, again, I agree with my presupposition last time that this is a little bit odd for a barn roof. But I think it'll do. I think it will do. So what we need to do is we need to add a little bit. I'm terrified of creepers right now. Off to this side, and then fill in the gaps at the top. And I'm almost inclined to just leave this flat, actually, on the side. But I'm not sure yet. First things first, let's take care of this guy. Uh-oh. We need to be careful. Ah! You jerk, you jerk, you jerk. Nope. 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 You can't. Okay.
So I don't know if you guys can tell from the audio and kind of the way I was presenting this. I was pretty disappointed in how this barn was looking. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to do recording this week, and so I really wanted to make sure we stayed consistent, and I got a short video for you, and I was hoping that this barn would be a quick and easy project, but I realized that I hadn't really set myself up as well. But it's okay, because it's just a learning process. So as we look at this barn and see it not as a failure on my part, but more as a learning experience of just because you get the materials ready and everything, you still need an outline of what you want to do and really to vet that
Honestly,
outline.
If we look at it from this side as well, this doesn't look too bad, like too bad of a barn. I think it's a little too tall, and I think we're going to need to add something to it to make it look more like a barn. But as far as structure goes, I don't think it's too bad. It's just this flat wall here that on one hand I like, on the other hand I don't. I suppose we could push it in by one, and then we've got this here, but that would lead to like too big of a something there. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera. Unfortunately, I've got a busy week this week, so I wasn't really able to make to be able to spend a lot of time on this as much as I would want to, but I wanted to make sure I stayed consistent, and I think we got a pretty decent plan done. And at least now we can just work on the shape of the roof for when we redo this and getting a different texture. But I need to mine or farm out a bunch of dark oak fences so we can fence in the sheep and the cows. So the next episode, we should have the sheep and the cows in here. We can work on a chicken coop, which should be pretty easy, and then we'll hopefully get our pig pen taken care of. So the chicken coop's going to go right here, pig pen's going to go on the other side, and we'll have a really nice little ranch here soon. And then we'll just have to spend a couple episodes on doing a little bit of decoration around the farm, and finding out what we want these little tidbits to be about, because like this right here could be something. There's this little piece right here. We need to build a bridge. So all little tiny improvements, and slowly we'll get better at making our buildings better. So anyways, guys, sorry for the short episode, but I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and I recommend that everybody, unless you are already subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, happy mining and crafting.